Qur'an, chapter 27, Surah An-Naml. Translation by Muhammad Al-Amrani. In the name of God, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Tahsin. These are the verses of the Qur'an and a clear book, a guidance and glad tidings for the believers who establish prayer, give zakah, and have certainty in the hereafter. Truly those who do not believe in the hereafter, we have made their deeds pleasing to them, so they wander blindly. They are the ones for whom there is an evil punishment, and in the hereafter they will be the greatest losers. And truly, you are receiving the Qur'an from one who is wise and all-knowing. When Moses said to his family, "Indeed I perceive a fire, I shall bring you some news from it or a burning ember, so that you may warm yourselves." But when he came to it, he was called, "Blessed is the one who is within the fire and whoever is around it, and glory be to God, the sustainer of all worlds. O Moses, verily it is I, God the Almighty, the wise, and cast down your staff." But when he saw it moving as though it were a serpent, he turned away in flight without looking back. "O Moses, fear not, for indeed the messengers do not fear in my presence except for those who have done wrong. But then, if they substitute righteousness for evil, I am indeed forgiving, merciful. Now place your hand into the opening of your garment, it will come forth white, without blemish. This is to be among 9 signs for you to carry to Pharaoh and his people, for indeed they are a people rebellious." But when our signs came to them as clear evidence, they said, "This is manifest sorcery." And they rejected them, though their souls were convinced of their truth, out of injustice and arrogance. So behold the end of those who spread corruption. And indeed we granted David and Solomon knowledge, and they both said, "All praise is due to God, who has favoured us above many of his believing servants." And Solomon inherited from David, and he said, "O people, we have been taught the speech of birds, and we have been granted of all things. Verily, this is indeed a manifest bounty." And Solomon's hosts of jinn, humans, and birds were gathered for him, arrayed in perfect order, until as they came upon the valley of the ants, one ant said, "O ants, enter your dwellings, lest Solomon and his hosts crush you while they perceive not." At this Solomon smiled in amusement at her words and said, "O my sustainer, inspire me to be grateful for the blessings you have bestowed upon me and upon my parents, and to do righteousness that pleases you, and admit me by your mercy into the company of your righteous servants." And one day he inspected the birds and said, "Why do I not see the hoopoe? Or is he among the absent? Surely I shall punish him with a severe punishment, or I shall slaughter him unless he brings me a clear excuse." But it was not long before the hoopoe came and said, "I have encompassed something you have not encompassed, and I have come to you with certain news from Sheba. Indeed, I found there a woman ruling over them who has been granted of all things, and she has a mighty throne. I found her and her people worshipping the sun instead of God, and Satan has made their deeds appear pleasing to them, and he has barred them from the path, so they are not rightly guided. They do not understand that they should worship God, who brings forth what is hidden in the heavens and the earth, and knows what you conceal and what you reveal. God, there is no deity except him, sustainer of the mighty throne." Solomon said, "We shall see whether you have spoken the truth or are among the liars. Go with this letter of mine and deliver it to them, then withdraw and observe what they will return." The Queen of Sheba said, "O chiefs, a noble letter has been delivered to me. Indeed, it is from Solomon, and it reads, 'In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. Do not exalt yourselves above me, but come to me in submission.' She said, 'O chiefs, advise me in my affair, for I would not decide a matter until you are present.' They said, 'We are men of strength and great might, but the command is yours, so consider what you will command.' She said, 'Indeed, when kings enter a land, they ruin it, and they render the most honourable of its people humiliated. Thus do they behave. But I will send them a gift, and see what response the messengers will bring back.' So when the messengers came to Solomon, he said, 'Do you offer me wealth? What God has granted me is far better than what he has granted you. Rather, it is you who rejoice in your gift. Go back to them, for we shall surely come to them with forces they cannot withstand, and we shall expel them from it in humiliation, utterly subdued.' Then Solomon said, "O assembly, which of you will bring me her throne before they come to me in submission?" A strong jinn said, "I will bring it to you before you rise from your place, and indeed I am strong and trustworthy for this task." But one who had knowledge of the scripture said, "I will bring it to you before your glance returns to you." And when Solomon saw it placed firmly before him, he said, "This is from the bounty of my sustainer, to test me whether I will be grateful or ungrateful. And whoever is grateful, it is only for the benefit of his own soul. And whoever is ungrateful, then indeed my sustainer is free of need, generous." He said, "Disguise her throne for her. We shall see whether she recognizes it or is among those who cannot recognize." So, when she arrived, it was said to her, "Is your throne like this?" She said, "It is as though it were the same, and we were given knowledge before her, and we had submitted to God." She was turned away from worshipping other than God, for she was from a people who disbelieved. She was told, "Enter the palace." But when she saw it, she thought it was a body of water and uncovered her legs. Solomon said, "It is only a palace paved with glass." She said, "My sustainer, I have wronged myself, and I submit with Solomon to God, sustainer of all worlds." And indeed, we sent to Thamud their brother Salih, saying, "Worship God." But behold, they were two factions disputing with one another. He said, "O my people, why do you seek to hasten the evil before the good? Why do you not seek forgiveness of God so that you may be shown mercy?" They said, "We consider you and those with you an ill omen." He replied, "Your ill fortune is with God. Nay, you are a people being tested." And there were in the city 9 men who spread corruption in the land and would not set things right. They said, "Swear by God to one another that we shall attack him and his family by night, and then we shall say to his heir, 'We did not witness the destruction of his family, and indeed we are truthful.' And they devised a plot, and we devised a plan while they perceived it not. Then behold how the end of their scheming was. We utterly destroyed them and their people altogether. And so these are their houses, desolate because of the wrong they committed. Truly, in this is a sign for people who have knowledge, and we saved those who believed and were conscious of us. And Lot, when he said to his people, 'Do you commit such abomination though you see clearly? Do you indeed approach men with lust instead of women? Nay, you are a people who act in ignorance.' But their only response was to say, 'Expel the family of Lot from your town, for they are a people who seek to remain pure.' His people said, 'Expel the family of Lot from your town, for they are a people who seek to remain pure.' And we saved him and his family, except for his wife. We ordained her to be among those who stayed behind, and we rained upon them a rain of destruction. How evil was the reign of those who had been warned. Say, 'All praise is due to God, and peace be upon his servants whom he has chosen.' Is God better, or what they associate with him? Is he not the one who created the heavens and the earth and sent down for you water from the sky, with which we bring forth gardens of splendid beauty? You could never cause their trees to grow. Is there any deity alongside God? Nay, but they are a people who ascribe equals to him. Is he not the one who made the earth a stable abode, and placed within it rivers, and set upon it firm mountains, and placed a barrier between the 2 seas? Is there any deity alongside God? Nay, but most of them do not know. Is he not the one who responds to the distressed when they call upon him, and removes their affliction, and makes you inheritors of the earth? Is there any deity alongside God? Little do you reflect. Is he not the one who guides you through the darkness of land and sea, and sends the winds as heralds of his mercy? Is there any deity alongside God? Exalted is God above what they associate with him. Is he not the one who originates creation, and then brings it back again, and who provides for you from the heavens and the earth? Is there any deity alongside God? Say, 'Bring forth your proof if you are truthful.' Say, 'None in the heavens or on earth knows the unseen except God, nor can they perceive when they will be resurrected. Nay, their knowledge fails them regarding the hereafter. Nay, they are in doubt about it. Nay, they are blind to it. And those who disbelieve say, When we have become dust, we and our forefathers, shall we indeed be brought forth again? We were promised this before, we and our forefathers. This is nothing but tales of the ancients. Say, travel through the earth and observe how the end of the evildoers was. And do not grieve over them, nor be distressed by their schemes. And they say, when will this promise come to pass, if you are truthful? Say, perhaps some of what you seek to hasten is already drawing near. Indeed, your sustainer is full of grace toward mankind, but most of them do not give thanks. And indeed, your sustainer knows what their hearts conceal and what they reveal. And there is nothing hidden in the heavens or on earth, but it is in a clear record. Indeed, this Qur'an narrates to the children of Israel most of that over which they differ. And indeed, it is guidance and mercy for the believers. Indeed, your sustainer will judge between them by his decree, for he is the Almighty, the All-Knowing. So rely upon God, for you are upon the clear truth. Indeed, you cannot make the dead hear, nor can you make the deaf hear the call when they turn their backs in retreat. And you are not a guide for the blind from their misguidance. You can only make hear those who believe in our signs and have submitted themselves. And when the word is fulfilled against them, we will bring forth for them a creature from the earth, which will speak to them, saying, people used to have no certainty in our signs. And on that day we will gather from every nation a group of those who denied our signs, and they will be arranged in ranks until, when they come forth, he will say, did you deny my signs without comprehending them in knowledge? Or what was it that you were doing? And the word will fall upon them for their wrongdoing, and they will be unable to speak. Do they not see that we made the night for them to rest in and the day bright for seeing? Indeed, in this are signs for a people who believe. And on the day when the trumpet is blown, whoever is in the heavens and whoever is on the earth will be terrified except for those whom God wills. And all will come to him humbled. And you will see the mountains, thinking them firmly fixed. Yet they pass by like clouds. Such is the artistry of God, who perfected all things. Indeed, he is well aware of all that you do. Whoever comes with a good deed will have better than it, and they will be safe from the terror of that day. And whoever comes with an evil deed, their faces will be thrust into the fire. Are you not recompensed except for what you used to do? Say, I have only been commanded to worship the sustainer of this city who has sanctified it, and to whom belongs all things. And I have been commanded to be of those who submit to him, and to recite the Qur'an. Whoever is guided is only guided for their own soul, and whoever goes astray, then say, I am only one of the warners. And say, all praise is due to God. He will show you his signs, and you will recognize them. And your sustainer is not unaware of what you do.